Hey guys, it's Lisa and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video on hang tags, and I know I've done this in the past, but I have some people who want some more, and so I'm just going to make a lot of hang tags on this one. And I thought the easiest thing to use would be these little practice writing things, and I get these at the Dollar Tree, and so this is very economical, and also using cardstock would be economical, but this I feel like is going to be really easy. So I'm just starting out by covering several of these, and I'm using a book page here. But I'm going to be covering them with different things. Just to kind of have different things as a background, because I'm just going to kind of do different looks for these. So I just use glue stick here, and you could use Elmer's glue, or you could use tacky glue. Glue stick was easy for me, so that's what I'm using. But now, if you use a glue stick, I would definitely use a good quality glue stick, because some of the cheaper ones tend to not stick that well around the edges. So here I'm just using different. This is a scrapbook paper, and you can kind of use anything that you want, really. Because what we're going to do is cut these apart. We're going to trim these up once I get them all covered, and then we're just going to cover them with different things. And this is some clip art, and I'll be using several of these that I downloaded free on the Graphics Fairy, and those make good hang tags. So I've been trying to do tags that go with certain items. So I'm kind of giving myself some variety here, so that when I make my items, I'll have something to go with them. So this is all just art that I've downloaded from the Graphics Fairy. So either I'm using some sort of paper, or I'm using some clip art. And this one, I kind of used both. I was just trying to sturdy this one up a little more. I'm not real sure why I put that book page first. My first intention was to leave a little book page showing, but then I decided to get that book page away. So I really could have done without the paper on the last one. Most of these I'm going to be covering mostly with book page, and you could use sheet music, or really just anything you want, because this is just going to be a background, and we're going to be layering some items on this. So just get these covered with something, because obviously this is not going to work. Now, the back side I don't worry with covering, and the reason is because it's just white. And it'll also be the back of the hang tag. So when I antique the edges of these, and I will be antiquing the edge, I'll also do that on the back. Now, another good place to get clip art is from old books. A lot of times the illustrations are really good for this, and you can either tear out pieces of clip art, or certain images can be cut out exactly, and you can layer those on this too. But there's really no need to buy when there's so many options that are available at no cost. I don't really even worry about matching these that I'm putting on here, because if I have two different colors, then that'll just become my color scheme on that hang tag. So giving yourself a variety of backgrounds will just add to your layering. And here, like I said, I end up just cutting those images out exactly, so I could have done without that book page. But then on these others, I'm just cutting the whole cardboard out, and then I can cut them into the right lengths that I want. So like I said, I just trim all of these up, and then I'll go through and cut my tags the sizes that I want. And I give myself a variety of sizes. That way you can also tag your smaller items. But then you can have some larger tags for furniture and larger items. Making these hang tags is really fun because you really can't go wrong on them, and you can just kind of keep adding to your layers. Obviously, you don't want to add too many layers because you want it to be cost efficient, but like I said, a lot of this clip art you're getting free anyway. But when you add items like lace, you want to keep the cost down. And as I've said before, I very rarely use lace ribbon. I usually just cut lace from a curtain panel or some scrap piece of fabric. And I use a lot of doilies that are stained, that are so stained that you would have to throw them away. So you can find a lot of ways to use lace without having to spend a lot of money. And here I'm just cutting up different lengths. And then now I'm taking a hole punch and punching a hole in each of these. Most of the time, instead of cutting my hang tags out, I tear them out because I like that look. But I just wanted to show with this one how you can use these handwriting strips, and then it goes a lot quicker. And we can still make these very rustic, and we can make them very shabby. So, like I said, I generally like to tear them out, but these are going to look good too without having to tear them out. And like I said, this is a lot quicker. Now here, I know you've seen me do this before. I like to just put some lace on and with hot glue and just kind of scrunch it up. And what that does is just add a lot of texture. And this is an antique oxide ink, and I just rubbed that around the edges. And sorry that's out of frame, but I was trying to keep my tags zoomed in, and so I couldn't get the whole work surface. So I just took that antiquing sponge and just antiqued around the edges of each of these layers. Now some of these little clip art pieces, and this is one of them, they're stickers from the Dollar Tree. They come in sets, and these are great for layering on your hang tags. So now I'm going to just let you watch me do these and just play some music because it's kind of repetition doing the same things. And like I said, I'm just kind of using scraps, and when I'm out of focus here, it's just because I'm antiquing the edges. So, like I said, I do that with most of my layers, is antique around them to add some more dimension. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless you and your family.